So I was kind of hanging out at the house today, and it was getting a little close to lunchtime, and I thought, well, what can we have for lunch today that's not a sandwich, that's not something you throw in the microwave, that's not a leftover, but I can do it with something just laying around the house, some things I already had in my pantry, and I wouldn't have to throw out anything. So I've come up with this, and it's going to be, I've got four russet potatoes, a Vidalia onion, can of cream of chicken soup, a can of cooked white meat chicken. This is a large can. I had some heavy whipping cream in my refrigerator, and I had some diced green onions left over. So I'm going to get this started, and the first thing we'll do is we'll slice these potatoes. I was going to dice them, but I decided it would be better if I sliced them kind of about a medium thickness, about maybe about as thick as a nickel, maybe. So not too thick, enough that they'd get cooked pretty fast. And I've got some olive oil heating up in a big deep skillet over there. And I'll drop these in, and we'll have some of this left over probably, if I had to guess. Sliced up good and nice, and I'm going to drop these in some hot oil. So I'm going to add some salt and a little bit of pepper to these potatoes. We're going to drop them in this hot oil. Stir them around pretty good. Coated good. We're going to let them cook. I don't know how long until they get tender. Ever how long that takes. I'm going to put a lid on here and just let them cook. All right, while those potatoes are cooking, I'm going to take this Vidalia onion, and we're going to slice it up. I've never cooked this before. This just come to mind today. We'll just see how it goes. So we'll slice this up the way I like to slice mine up for a stew or something. I just cut them in half, and then I just slice them up kind of thin. I'm gonna go ahead. This is a small onion, so I'll put the whole thing in there. Sometimes I like to leave a piece out raw, because these Vidalia onions are really, they're really tasty. Now, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this over there and put it in the skillet with the potatoes. So these have been going about 15 or 20 minutes here. I just dropped a half a cup of water in here with them. And I'm going to put this lid back on, and that's going to help them get good and tender a little faster. I'm cooking these on medium-high, and they're smelling really good. And I'll add a little bit more seasoning in a minute. So here we are about 25 minutes into this process. These potatoes are good and tender. They're tender enough. They still, a few of them might be a little crisp, but they're ready to go. They've soaked up some of this water. This water steamed off. That half a cup I put in there earlier. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to one regular size can of Campbell's cream of chicken soup. They make this in a low sodium. I know this is some processed stuff, but hey, what I had in the pantry. So I'm gonna stir that in a little bit. And you could use cream of mushroom soup as well as that. As a matter of fact, hold that thought. I just happen to have a cream of mushroom soup, so let's throw that in there. Stir that up real good. This will be more like a stew, maybe. Not a soup. I mean, you could make it into a soup. And I'm using chicken because that's what I had in the pantry, not thawed out. If I'd have had some leftover hamburger meat or some thawed out hamburger meat, certainly that would be good. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add about a, maybe, that was probably about a half a cup of heavy whipping cream in there. I had it in the pantry, so and a chunk chicken breast, already cooked, drained. Drop that in there. I'm gonna turn this down to low and stir that up good. Get that chicken kind of chopped good. Stir it a little bit. Let it simmer a little bit longer. All right, this has been simmering for about 5 minutes or so on medium low, I guess. And it's really, really thickening up. It's gonna be really good, I think. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a half a cup of water. You could use chicken broth if you like, but I'm gonna just add this half a cup of water in here and stir it around good. Get it a little bit thinner, but I don't want it too thin. I want it to be hearty and stick to your ribs, kind of creamy. All right. So now I'm gonna add a little. I'm gonna add a little Tony's Creole seasoning in here. Not too much, but just enough. Gonna add a little salt. And we're gonna drop in a little bit of pepper. All right. Drop in a little handful of these green onions that I had left over. Add a little color to it, a little flavor. Top back on, turn it up around medium. All right, here it is. We're done. I'm gonna call it done. Just a little chicken mulligan, chicken potato goulash, whatever you want to call it. About 40 minutes from start to finish, using things that you have just laying around your house, and we're gonna add one of these garlic Parmesan biscuits to it. Hope you enjoy.